Call of Duty Advanced Warfare. This was Sledgehammer Games' first Call of Duty game, which released back in 2014. This game marked the beginning of the brand new 3-year development cycle between Sledgehammer Games, Infinity Ward, and Treyarch. It was also the beginning of the jetpack era, as well as the supply drop era. Before the game was released, during its build-up and hype, many fans were excited. They were excited to see something new. They were mainly excited to experience the first non-boots-on-the-ground Call of Duty game. But there were also fans who were wary of how these changes would affect the Call of Duty experience. And as the months went by after the game's release, a lot of the community began showing their disliking of the EXO movement system. They felt that it made the game feel too fast and far too different from a traditional Call of Duty game. However, there were also people that were fond of this new, fast and aggressive playstyle and welcomed it with open arms, including myself. Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was my first Call of Duty game. I bought the game back in December of 2014 and I've been playing it ever since. Since then, I've also played Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Modern Warfare, Ghosts, and World War II. Today, Advanced Warfare stands as my favorite Call of Duty game. It's the one that I've played the most on, and is not only the only Call of Duty game that I play now, but is also one of the only video games that I play today. Advanced Warfare has honestly grown to become one of my favorite video games of all time. But where does it stand today? It's 2019, and it's now been 4 years since the game's initial release. What's going on, guys? My name is A-Vibes, and today I'm going to give you all an insight on where Call of Duty Advanced Warfare stands today on the PC platform. But before we do so, I just want to say that I want to keep this video as short and as informative as possible. As a result, I will give you guys only the most important and relevant information and let you guys explore more about this topic should you choose to do so. Today, I'll be diving first into the multiplayer aspect of the game, followed by the EXO survival mode, and concluding everything with the EXO zombies mode. Of course, I will not be talking about campaign as that is a static and unchanged part of the game. And with that being said, let us begin by talking about everybody's favorite mode, multiplayer. Today, you're lucky if you're able to log in and find a public team deathmatch game by searching for one. Team Deathmatch is the most popular game mode in any Call of Duty game, including Advanced Warfare. That is how small the community has become. According to Steam charts, Advanced Warfare Multiplayer, today, is one of the least played Call of Duty multiplayers on PC. The easiest way I am able to find a match is if I join my friends who are already playing in one. That is why it is imperative that if you play Advanced Warfare on PC, that you friend as many players as possible, even if you don't like them. This is honestly one of the only ways you'll be able to start a match. Another way I am able to sometimes find team deathmatch games by searching for them is by disabling all of my map pack DLCs, which brings me to my first major point. Unless you own none of or all of Advanced Warfare's map pack DLCs, good luck finding a match. If you own even a fraction of the DLCs, you will most definitely never find a game by searching for one. Advanced Warfare pairs you up with other players who have the same DLCs installed as you, and seeing that there are literally now only hundreds of players around the world, with the amount decreasing every month, most of these players will not have the same DLCs as you, let alone they are most likely not playing at the same time that you are. And this leads me into my next point, which is the player base and diversity. If you live in the United States and you thought that having a fraction of the DLCs was bad enough, well, things get even worse for us. Even if we are able to find a game, the majority of the players we're playing with are scattered everywhere around the world. I know players who are from the United States, from Canada, countries in South America, Russia, other countries in Europe, and even Asia. The majority of players that play today are not United States based. As a result, unless you or a player in the North American region is the host, you will likely be playing with anywhere from 1 to 3 bars of connection out of 4. 3 if you have really good Wi-Fi, with 2 being the average. And if you have anywhere between decent or just a tad bit slower Wi-Fi, you'll be sitting at a solid 1 bar connection. Fortunately for me, I have home Wi-Fi that is on the faster side of things, and I'm able to get 3 bars of connection consistently, if not 4 at times. Although I do also experience 2-bar connection at times when playing with hosts from other countries. Now let's talk about the players today. Most of the players that play today are experienced veterans at the game. The majority of players are either Grandmaster Prestige, some form of Master Prestige, or they're in Prestige or even level 50, but have been there for years and never chose the option to advance to the next Prestige. However, recently I have seen quite a few players who have not yet even reached level 50. And after communicating with some of them, they have told me that they have either recently bought the game or have returned to the game to continue their multiplayer career after years. I don't know how it is on consoles, but on PC, the community is overall more toxic than it is positive, but that's honestly expected for any Call of Duty community. They tend to complain over the smallest things, including how players like to use overpowered weapons. However, this one here is understandable, because unbalanced weapons is something that's always been a con for Advanced Warfare. Sledgehammer Games never really took the correct and appropriate steps to properly balance everything out. And in my perspective, although I agree that using overpowered weapons can be really annoying, you just gotta live with it. My mindset is that if a feature is in the game, you're viable to use it, and in this day and age, nothing's getting fixed for a game that is now over 4 years old. That is why I rarely ever complain about it, because for me, I'm just glad to still be able to play online and with other players in 2019. And with that being said, let's move on to the Exo Survival mode. There honestly isn't really much to say here. In my opinion, the mode is fun and I do find myself playing it at times. Again, like multiplayer, you won't have too much luck finding a public game by searching for one. However, you can literally start a public Exo Survival game with just you and one other person. That is why if you have any other friend that plays Advanced Warfare, you can immediately start a game with them. And unlike Exo Zombies, Exo Survival comes ready to play out of the box, meaning you won't need any DLCs to play this mode. And with that being said, now to finish everything off, let's talk about Exo Zombies. Again, there isn't too much to talk about here. Like multiplayer and Exo Survival, you won't have too much luck finding a game on any of the 4 maps simply by searching for them. Of course, like multiplayer and Exo Survival, you can start a private game just by yourself. But also similar to Exo Survival, you only need one other person to start a public game. However, unlike Exo Survival, you need at least one of the 4 map pack DLCs in order to play this mode. That is why I advise that if you want to start a game, make sure you have a friend or friends that own the same map pack as you. That way, you can start a game together as a pre-made lobby. And with that being said, that will conclude this video. I hope you all enjoyed. If you found this video informative, be sure to hit that like button below as I would greatly appreciate that. Also, feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And until next time, my name is A-Vibes. I bid you all farewell, take care, and peace.